Welcome to the Enterprise AI Minute, your journey into the real world AI future. And this episode is brought to you by CloudWars Expo, running June 28 to 30 at Moscone Center in San Francisco, California. And I'll be there leading tracks and sessions alongside Bob Evans, founder of CloudWars, and the rest of my acceleration economy analyst colleagues. If you need more details, head over to cloudwarsexpo.com to learn more.
Join thousands of CXOs June 28th to 30th in San Francisco, California at Cloud Wars Expo as we explore a new metric called the time to dazzle, exclusively focused on how long it takes to dazzle customers with new business models that are enabled by the cloud, empowered by AI, and optimized with human ingenuity. Register today at cloudwarsexpo.com and join a movement to make dazzling customers the metric that matters.
Humans are flawed. No surprise there. But as AI is proliferating more and more into society, interactions, and technology, it's becoming more apparent that AI is suffering from our human flaws. Further, as many are working to make AI mimic humans more closely, this could really exacerbate the issue. Now, Diane Coyle, who wrote this book called Cogs and Monsters, What Economics Is and What It Should Be, and she's also an economist over at Cambridge University. And she argues that the digital economy requires new ways of thinking about progress. Now, Diane fears that tech's inequality problems could hinder or become a roadblock to deploying AI. And she highlights that we're talking about disruption and that these transformative technologies that change the way we spend our time every day and that they change business models that succeed. So we need to rethink what's going on here as these transformative technologies are, again, changing what's going on. And on the flip side, think about this. AI is not slowing down. The growth rate for the AI market is projected to expand at a compound annual growth rate of about 38% from this year to 2030. And if we take a step back, this phenomenal growth here really started back in the early days of Alan Turing in the 1950s with the simple premise of testing whether a machine is intelligent and can imitate a person. And then that became the launching point for the seed of what AI, or the goals of people to use AI or enhance AI, is to mimic people further. And Eric Brynjolfsson, director of the Stanford Digital Economic Lab, writes that the way AI researchers and businesses have focused on building machines to replicate human intelligence is got the pros and cons, like I've already highlighted earlier. Further, as AI inevitably expands its impacts, it'll be really interesting to see whether this is going to lead to a greater demand to good jobs, damage the jobs that are out there, and hinder job growth, or will it exacerbate, like I said, inequality in what's going on? So there's this fine balance between this AI growth and the transformative power that it has, and there's the real practical power there. And the flip side of this uncertain inequality that we're seeing, say in the job market, or roles that are playing a part in AI and automation, or being impacted by AI and automation here. But Eric further expands on this, that he's optimistic that we can steer the technology in the right way. But it requires making deliberate choices about the technology that we create and invest in. Why is all this important? Well, because the future of AI depends on what we do now. So stay real, stay you.